Hola! So today I'm going to teach you some common Spanish idiomatic expressions using the preposition en, con, de, and a. These expressions are very useful because they don't translate literally into English, but they are used all the time in everyday conversations. So the first example I'm going to be doing is expressions with en. So en cambio means instead. Sorry, let me make this clear. Okay, so en cambio means instead. The example would be no fui al cine, en cambio me quedé en casa. Here, instead of going to the cinema, I stayed home. So the next example we're going to be doing is expressions with con. So, con cuidado means carefully. Example, crucé la calle con cuidado. The next expressions we are going to be doing is expressions with de. So, de memoria means by heart or from memory. The example would be aprendí la canción de memoria. So, this would be somebody remembering a song by heart because either they know it really well or, that's one of their favorite songs. And then the last example would be expressions with a. So a menudo means often. An example of this would be voy al gimnasio a menudo. So that would mean I would go to the gym very often. And usually there's different kinds of Spanish, and I would think of menudo as the actual soup that's similar to pozole. So this is something that a lot of people can confuse. So I would just make sure to know this type of word because it's something that is commonly used every single day. And then so for the last thing I'm going to do is we can practice. So I'm going to say a word and then you guys can fill in the blanks. I don't really know how you guys are going to do this, but I guess you can do this while following along with the video. So the first one is no estudié para el examen, blank, tuve suerte y lo pasé. So just figure out what the blank is. We'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. The blank would be de milagro. So, no estudié para el examen, de milagro tuve suerte y lo pasé. That's the first example. For the second one, it would be por favor, pásame el libro, blank. So, 3 seconds to decide what the last word would mean, or the last part of that would mean. So it would mean, por favor, pásame el libro con cuidado. And I guess there's many ways to say that, like you don't really know what to say next, so it's like kind of something you have to see with visuals. And then for the last example, I'm gonna say, Juan toqué la guitarra, blank. So the blank is de memoria. So Juan tocó la guitarra de memoria, which means he memorized the whatever he's doing on guitar. I don't know how to say that in English. So that's it. Remember, idiomatic expressions with en, con, de, and a are very, very common, once again, in Spanish. So practice them in sentences to sound more natural and fluent. And hasta luego. So thank you for watching.